Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday night on the Ben Herrera Show. And we got Tracy over here on this side. Thanks for joining. So let's get to the intro.
Ice, ice, ice.
What up, what up, what up? I almost did what Martin does on the Martin Show. Anyways, so, I don't even have my headphones on. Phones with heads on them? Testing.
Testing.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, I got a new shirt. It was only $4.
See, you got that today, didn't you?
Yeah, because I needed new pants. I had a rip in my pants. All right, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, so tonight we're going to be talking about do you remember or remember when? The reason why I thought about this topic was because we were at Myers and there was a row of box of cereal. Mm-hmm. And does anybody else remember when you used to get those little boxes of cereal in the mail? And there was like different kinds, just like little boxes. And of course, we would all fight over which one we would get. And it would just randomly come in the mail. I don't even know where they would come from.
Yeah. I got, as a kid, encyclopedias.
That was freaking weird.
Not cereal.
Maybe they didn't think you guys were smart enough. I'm just kidding.
Somehow, my mom, she got us encyclopedias. And
wow.
Like the whole set. Like
so it just
like
randomly showed up?
No, A to Z.
Wow.
Either my mom ordered them or somebody just gave them to us.
They probably showed up on your doorstep because maybe they thought Google was going to come out in the future. No, that's another thing. It's like, does anybody, we got all this technology nowadays, and do people really actually remember not having internet?
Or having cell phones?
Or cell phones, yeah, exactly.
You remember we had beepers?
Huh?
Did you ever have a beeper?
Pagers. I thought.
I
I thought you said beavers.
No, I meant to say beeper, but I was wrong too.
Well, it's beeper and pager is the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But I was going to say, who the hell had a beaver? Who collected beavers? But anyway, I never had one of those. So, did you ever have a pager?
No.
I never did. I wasn't a drug dealer, so I never had one. But no,
I remember the flip phone when it first came out. The flip phone.
Yeah, flip phones, yes. But also, I remember when, one second, I gotta change it to my podcast setting. There it goes. I remember, and this is gonna sound weird, and I remember when I was younger, walking between our houses I think we lived on 9th Street, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I was, just had to go pee. So I started to go pee, and all of a sudden I heard somebody yell, "You better not do that outside." And I looked up because I didn't realize there was a window right here.
Oh, and they're watching?
They yelled at me and told me to get inside.
Inside, yeah.
I remember kindergarten. I remember my kindergarten class.
Yeah, me too.
Uh,
We got always had orange juice, right?
No, I ate paste. I'm just kidding.
I mean, did you
I'm
guys
just
get
kidding.
orange juice?
I don't remember that. I mean, I remember getting dropped off one time,
Okay.
and I had this little stuffed bear, and I didn't want to leave it in the car, so I guess I asked my teacher, I don't know, which my teacher was Mr. Medellin. Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob is what we called him, actually. Did anybody else have Mr. Bob? Mr. Bob? Because I mean, a lot of us probably did at one point. He was really cool. I'm friends with him on Facebook, if he's watching. Thank you for everything you taught us. He was a great teacher. He was really cool.
I had Mrs. Sutton for kindergarten.
Who?
Mrs. Sutton.
Mrs. Saltonfuss?
Mrs.
You
Sutton.
know where that came from, right?
No.
My girl.
Oh, right.
That was their last name.
Sutton?
Saltonfuss or Puss or
Saltonfuss.
something like that.
Right.
Anyway, so I remember that. I remember we were having like a carnival outside,
Uh-huh.
and there was this board that was, I don't even remember. It was about the size of a pool table. I mean, like, it was a table, but it had different colors.
Oh, okay.
But it went around. Somebody was in the middle, and it went around them. And you would pay for like a bingo chip type thing, and you would pick a color, and they would shake something, or I don't know.
Like
and-
gambling.
Huh?
Like gambling.
Pretty much. But you would, pick your color, and whatever color it landed on that, and if it landed on somebody that won, they got to pick a fish. There was a bunch of fish in baggies.
Wow, okay.
Like, no, real fish.
Oh, for pets.
Yeah. And I remember right when it landed on the color, I looked over and I moved mine over. I was like, oh, I won. So I got a free fish. I cheated. Yeah, that was something that I do remember doing stuff like
Us
that.
kids were a couple of houses down from my parents' house. This family had a pear tree in the backyard.
I can't have these headphones on because it's going to be whistling.
But they had a pear tree in their backyard.
A what?
A pear tree.
Did you guys have doves as well?
No. But we went over and we would steal the pears from the tree.
You thief.
But we got busted.
Tracy just admitted, everybody.
But we just
What up, Malik?
got busted. Spending hours in the mall, especially in the arcade and toy store. Oh, okay.
Remember. Oh, the good old George Lopez.
Well,
What up, JR? Thanks for joining the show. Malik,
got-
thanks for joining.
we
What's
got in
good?
trouble because the lady came over knocking on our door and she was watching us do this the whole time.
She yelled at you guys?
She got us.
That's what you get. Just kidding.
What's good?
What's good, Malik? Thanks for joining the show, mijo.
You're fired, by the way. No,
He's over there making some money. Leave him alone. But the way I said, what is it? Oh, we're talking about remember when. Like, do you remember stuff as a kid? Stuff that you miss doing? Like JR said, that's a good one. Walking around. See, and that's the thing is, I mean, I went to the West Shore Mall, but it wasn't like.
what? That's effed up, Tracy. I was just kidding. I was just kidding, Malik.
Yeah, good job, Tracy. You pissed him off. Just kidding. No, but I because I remember. I mean, the West Shore Mall wasn't even around that long
Okay.
before it died out. It was probably maybe 15 years. 15 good years.
We in Kalamazoo, out in Portage, we had Crossroads.
But is there still a lot of stuff in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's all they got.
We should ask Stacy, because Stacy.
Oh, that's right. Stacy. Oh, actually, I talked to Stacy earlier. I'm trying to get her on the show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because she does a lot of investigating stuff, and I want some stories. She has some stories.
Yeah.
But Yeah, so I remember walking around the mall because I remember going to Aladdin's Castle arcade,
Okay.
which was in the West Shore Mall. Now is the shops at West Shore.
Yeah.
Because we did at one point have a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh,
But that was later in the years, no.
we had a Chuck E. Cheese in Kalamazoo off of Westnedge. Remember that?
I think all the Chuck E. Cheeses in Michigan closed. I haven't seen one anywhere.
But remember when we lived in Kalamazoo for a little while?
Mhm. I remember those days.
That one was open.
I remember those days, mija. I remember. But like I said, do you guys remember, like, one thing that I do remember the most, and I don't know why, I remember, I broke my arm when I was a kid,
Really?
but I don't remember that because I probably knocked myself out.
So how did you break your arm if you don't
I
remember?
fell out of my crib.
Oh,
Sorry, Mom, I had to tell everybody that. But
Mom
I fell
pushed you out of the crib?
yeah, no.
Arrow night?
Yeah. But, babe, you're supposed to be reading the comments.
Oh, sorry. I missed them all. It was the shit.
Babe, you can swear. It's okay.
Okay. I missed them
They're
all.
just words. It's just it depends on how you use it.
Right.
But yeah, I miss the malls too because those were some good times. You know what I miss too about the mall?
Oh, they had a video arcade area in the
Which
mall,
one?
didn't they?
Which one are you talking about?
Well, like in Kalamazoo, we had you walk in. It was a movie theater. You walk straight ahead. It was an arcade, but over here is the movie theater, and over here is the arcade.
Right. I don't remember that.
Okay.
I've only been in that mall maybe 3 times in my life
Oh, for real?
because I didn't live in Kalamazoo, babe.
I know.
You did.
Right.
Nothing wrong with Kalamazoo,
I missed the mall. It was
but
oh, yeah.
Kalamazoo Mall was pretty. Huh?
That Malik just said he misses the mall.
You just said that.
Oh.
You already read that. Oh my gosh. You know what? Tracy's actually, you know what, Malik? Tracy's the one that's going to get fired. But,
I'm just kidding.
by the way, this is my new
CPS
shirt.
Is on the way, bro. No statute of limitations on broken arms.
Tracy said she doesn't want me wearing this to bed, so I guess I'm naked
Can't wear it
tonight.
to bed.
Guess I'm sleeping naked tonight, like I never.
But he says
What'd you say?
CPS is on the way, bro. No statute of limitations on broken arms.
You know what? I think I was maybe 4 or 5, maybe. Wait, well, how old would you be if you were still in the crib? 2? 1 or 2?
Baby 1, 2.
I don't know why I was still in a crib. Maybe I didn't want to be in a crib. I don't even remember.
It could be 2 or 3 years old.
Like I said, I probably knocked myself out because I don't remember any of that. But it's weird. I do remember getting my diaper changed. I do remember that only because of I was laying on the ground looking up, and I think it was my Aunt Amy. But changing my diaper. But that's all I remember about that. But I do remember dropping a glass. Remember the glass bottles, Coke bottles?
Oh, yeah.
I dropped one of those on my toe when I was younger. I thought it was cool, carrying it. And thought I was hot shit, and I dropped it on my toe. Well, you remember? What else do you remember?
I remember crawling. My mom had me in a wooden.
You remember crawling?
Yeah, I remember.
That's going as far back as getting your diaper changed.
No, but I'm saying just enough. Who remembers that? Wait, that is the weirdest shit ever.
Oh, diaper changed? Yeah, I don't know why I remember that. That is so it is weird. I know that.
I remember busting out of the crib, getting on the floor, got into the baby powder, and I had baby powder all over me, head to toe, and it was all over the floor.
Yeah.
My mom had to
See, I
pick me
didn't
up.
do that, but I remember getting the baby powder thrown at me. But
Oh, hell no, crawling though.
I know. Who remembers crawling? That is so weird. That's just as weird as diaper
vaguely
change.
remember it, but I remember I had to crawl to get to the.
I don't remember any of that shit. So does anybody ever really actually, like one time I was driving and like random thoughts, you're driving and you're by yourself and,
Right.
random thoughts come to you and I'm like, shit, I still remember when 7-Eleven was on 16th Street or, just something out of the blue. And I'm like, I remember, excuse me, I remember sitting, okay, we had like, those clothesline bars that people would have in their backyards.
Yeah.
Well, we had those in our backyard. And, of course, we would, act like we were lifting and working out and stuff. And so I remember falling off those on Central, 451 Central. Muzzies!
I remember Muzzies.
Oh, you know what? Honestly,
What's
I
Muzzies?
barely ate there. It was a restaurant. You know where, okay, where, what the hell is that called? Where Quality is on South Washington?
Oh, yes, Washington.
On that side of the road, 2 buildings over, there used to be a Muzzy there.
Wow.
Where that eyeglass place is.
Was Muzzies like a Rex?
No, it was more like a Hardee's almost,
Okay.
but local.
Well, okay.
Oh,
This Saga.
Sagebrush. I remember Sagebrush.
What is sagebrush?
It was like I think it was a clothing store.
Oh,
I think I used to be downtown, I think, or maybe Grand Rapids. Sagebrush, I think, was in Grand Rapids. Did we have I don't remember one being in Holland though.
Crystal Flash Food.
Crystal Flash is what Speedway is now. There's still Crystal Flash semi truck or gas car truck. 39th and
Well, 35th in Washington, Muzzies was like a big Burger King. Just tasted better.
Oh, was it like a Burger King?
No,
Okay.
in Holland. Oh, John says no in Holland.
Wait, what did you say? My parents bought us.
Oh, cheeseburgers from there every Friday.
Yeah.
Yes,
See,
on Lakewood and River. Oh, Jacobo says there was.
why'd you say Jacobo? That's Jacob Trevino. Jacobo. You said Jacobo.
Sorry, Jacob. Oh, please forgive me.
Jacobo. That was awesome. That was
That was in Spanish.
no. You said. That was the best. I'm sorry. You called him Jacobo.
Jacob.
Anyway, sorry. It came out the way it's. And I was like, what? Anyways, Lakewood and. Oh, okay. So that's where. What is that called?
Okay.
It's right behind Repeats. Repeats.
Railroad side.
No. Oh wait, no, that's not.
That's on Lakewood.
Lakewood's behind the next block up,
Okay.
past the McDonald's, where that.
I used to buy my jeans at Sagebrush in Holland.
I don't even remember it being up there.
It
Damn,
says
how long?
Jacobo though. Oh, Malik. See, he agrees. That's a Jacobo.
Right, but it's because his account got hacked, so he had to change it. I think. Oh, it was on Douglas. Okay, so that must have been where the old Myers used to be.
My cousin. I remember when Muzzies went on fire in 2003.
Oh, I remember that.
Cooking cheeseburgers again. I told the firefighters, if you're not going to extinguish the fire, then I'm going in with you to eat Muzzies. Was shut for 8 years at that time.
I remember that. I think I remember that because that was obviously when they closed down because it burned down. But yeah, that was Muzzi's was a good place. Like I said, I mean, I didn't eat there that much, but I've had their food. They were really good. Actually.
Yeah, we used to go to Hot Now and Rex's.
Hot now. I wish they were still here in Holland.
I know Hot Now is good.
Yeah, there's still one in Sturgis, Michigan.
It's still there.
Yeah, remember we went there.
I know. I'm just.
So why do you?
Still there?
Oh, like it's still open? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you would.
It's still, oh.
Oh,
okay.
you already read that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's all coming back to me. No, but the one thing that I miss the most, about Holland. Anybody that grew up in Holland, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. When you were able to park.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you could still park at Collin Park like how it is now, but it used to be all the way up to the water line. That the parking lot went all the way up there and all the way around.
That close to the water?
Yeah, you can park like literally. All that was stopping your car from going in the water was those cement block things,
Dang.
space things, or whatever you call it.
Yes, old parking. Yeah. Oh, future road trip Sturgis for hot now.
Oh, yep, we're doing that.
We're doing it.
JR, yes, let's set up a trip for that. Whoever wants burgers, let us know and give us money.
Yeah, remember that at Collin Park too.
Yep, I remember because I almost fell in the water. I was with our Uncle Steve, on my mom's side, and it was me, Matt, and I think Stevie was with us. And I was like kneeling down, like looking in the water, and I felt myself go like this, and I caught myself. I could have died. What does that say?
Don't make the trip. It's a waste of time.
What? No, we already went there. What was it? 2 years ago now?
I think it was 3 years.
Was it 3 years? I don't remember. Well, yeah, because it was before.
It was right before COVID.
It was right before COVID. Yep. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought it still tasted the same. It reminded me, but
But
you know,
Jacob, you say it's a waste of time. Oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, why would it? I don't know. Was it bad? Like, did you have bad service at that time, or was it? I'm curious about that because maybe it was just a bad time or a bad moment. Yes, I was just thinking. I literally drove past there the other day, and I was thinking about that when I went to go pick up JR. Or no, yeah, it was JR. Yeah, Little Caesar. You know, that's crazy that you said that because that was literally something I was going to say. And are you yawning? Let's put that on video. Tracy's yawning, guys. Who wants to come fire her? I'm just kidding. But yeah, Little Caesars on South Washington, or not South Washington, Washington Square. That is a good one. That is definitely because I remember walking there and going and getting pizza, and it was like it was a good spot. Do I got booger right now? Mm-hmm. Don't tell me that. Where is it?
On your right side.
Can you see it on camera? Is it? I don't have toilet paper down here. Is it gone? I don't have toilet paper, so I'm going to talk like that.
No, it's not sticking out. Oh, last Hot and Now I visited was in Mount Pleasant back in 2007. That was quite a sight to see when all the ones in West Michigan shut down.
Yeah, that was sad when all the ones, because we had two in Holland at one point.
Okay.
On 8th Street and Douglas. It was behind basically where CVS is now.
Never mind. It's just your nose. There's no more.
It's that hair.
Maybe that's.
There's a hair right there. I can see it when I looked up. Don't make fun of me. Tracy's making fun of me. She's fired. No, but yeah, I remember that. Dang, it was that long. Oh, 2007. Do you guys remember? Here's something that I thought about the other day too, because I randomly think. Does anybody else remember when Columbia Avenue used to rent out movies?
What?
Columbia Avenue store used to rent out movies.
That's cool. Instead of like a it says Burger Chef in South Haven.
I've never been to that one. I never even heard of that one. What does that say? I remember when South. Oh yeah, I remember that. But yeah.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Arcade games. Oh, okay.
Yep, I remember when 7-Eleven did too. I remember at 7-Eleven on 16th they used to have. I remember playing Ninja Turtles there, Moonwalk.
Pac-Man.
No, not that old, babe.
Okay.
We're not geezers, babe.
I remember that. Do you remember renting movies at Myers? What?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Dang, I forgot about that. That was a
Is
good
it
one.
a red box?
No, really? They didn't even have red box back then. We were still dealing with Blockbuster. Why would we have a red
Oh, red boxes came after. That's right.
Pizza Hut in Columbia? Yep. That one should have just stayed there. That was a good spot right there. I missed that one. I used to work at that one actually. Yeah, they shouldn't have closed that one. That was dumb. And then they're not even using the land for nothing. They should put a Pizza Hut back right there. But yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, movies at Meyer. I remember that on 16th Street back they remodeled Meyer on 16th at one point.
Yes.
I think it was like mid to late 90s. And I remember walking in on the right side, and that was where the electronics side was.
Okay.
And you would have to walk in, like, because they had registers on that side.
Oh.
And I remember, yeah, because they had registers on each side of the building.
Yeah.
Instead of all in the front, how they have them now. And I remember doing where the cops would take you there to shop for Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember the movies being for rent there. That's what I remember. Yep. And that's the other thing I was going to say.
30 Acres.
When it was Meyer 30. Okay, so here's something
they
that.
had movies, posters, tapes, and all that where the pharmacy is now.
Yep.
Where the pharmacy is.
Wait, where the? Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly where it was. One thing I was going to say was, does anybody else remember it being called with an S, Myers?
No, I always thought Meyer was without an S.
Well, apparently there's a picture, and I found it a long time ago. I'm not going to go search for it, but there was a picture of. Why is it doing that? Because it's never done that. It hasn't done that in a long time. Anyway, there was a picture that I found that actually said Myers Thrifty Acre with an S.
Oh, that's cool.
But this was like 1960s, I think.
Oh.
What did he say?
And he said, I remember the Meyer on Douglas Avenue when you walk in the main doors. The small video rental spot was on the right.
Yep. Oh, here's something that I remember. Now that you're talking about stores, I remember when we had a Kmart, and of course we're in Getty Churches now.
Oh, okay.
That used to be Kmart, and
Really?
yep, Burger King downtown. Yep, right next to where Knickerbocker is. There used to be a Burger King right there. I know you say, yep. Oh yeah, I remember that. You weren't even living, but yeah, because it's anyway. So I remember the Little Caesars in Kmart. You walk in and it was all the way to the left on the side wall.
No, and I remember Subway was in a Walmart.
In our Walmart?
Here in Holland and in Kalamazoo.
I think there was one here in our.
Kmart on 8th Street next to US 31.
Yep, Kmart used to be where that shopping center where the Secretary of State is. And then they moved over to Cedar. Was it before or after?
Dittos?
Yeah, that's where Kmart used to be. Then it turned to Big Lots. And then Big Lots moved to where Toys R Us used to be. Man, Holland changed so many times. For real.
Now, dollar store is...
Pretty much dollar stores everywhere. And anybody that lived in the, what they would call the ghetto. I'm just kidding.
Which side of town was the ghetto?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it would probably be like, I don't know, River Avenue to Maple Avenue, 12th down to 18th, 19th, 20th Streets. But yeah, I remember, does anybody remember United Video when they were on 16th, where Sammy's Nails is now? Because in Faux 16 is where, what is that pizza place called? Right there on 16th. What's the pizza place on 16th called? Where Faux 16 used to be. Because Family Dollar on 16th used to be Walgreens.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going all over the place with this one. You know what? I actually had a video of that, JR, of
Petrino.
inside a, oh yeah, Petrino's, that's what it was. I actually have a video. Oh, I wish I still had it, but a video of inside of that Wendy's from the 90s. Yeah, that was 17th from
Columbia to Central.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
For
For the ghetto area, like the
in,
hood,
in
our hood.
Kalamazoo,
That was our
on the
hood.
East side and south side. No, the north
The
side.
whole city of Kalamazoo is a
The
ghetto.
north side was the biggest ghetto part.
I would say 2 blocks from where your mom's house is.
That starts on that
You know,
side of
that's what
town.
I'm saying. And then if you go the other direction, it's totally different.
That's right, because you're at their house. If you go right, go down 1 block,
Hmm.
it's ghetto. If you go left,
Oh, I thought it's
it's all Comstock.
yeah, because it's Kalamazoo's ghetto as hell. I mean, I thought Holland had some bad spots.
Well, in Kalamazoo,
Yeah.
we had tennis shoes thrown up on the wires.
Oh, I thought you. I thought you said throw up, like somebody puked on the wires.
Throw up the shoes onto the wire.
That's how I looked at him like, what the hell? What the heck are you talking about?
Kalamazoo, right off of 131 is the hood. Yeah, that's from. Remember when we go?
Oh yeah,
That whole
exactly.
section. That,
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. Starlight Drive-Thru. I remember that because I watched Cujo there.
Closed in 1988.
Yep, I remember watching Cujo there when we were young. That's one thing I do remember too. When we were younger.
On 8th Street when it officially closed in February 2001. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I remember. Here's something that I do remember too. I remember when we lived on 9th Street. And anybody that lived in that area is where DeVos Fieldhouse is now. We lived across the street next to where the Commerce Building is.
Okay.
We were the last house on that side of the road.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
KFC on 16th Street and River Avenue across from the Holland EE Field High School.
Yes, I have a story about that building.
Holland EE. Is
That was right there
Stone
across the street. No,
Agents?
no.
Oh.
It's the building across the street from the Shell gas station that we always pass.
Oh. Right.
That used to be the junior high school.
That building right there?
Yeah, that used to be junior high school. That used to be what the middle school, where East Middle School people. Okay. In 1991 is when East Middle School opened.
Oh.
That's when that school closed, and everybody went to East Middle. Or, at that point. But then later on, I think 2 years later, then they split it up from East to West middle schools. Because I remember some friends of mine that had to go to West because they lived on the West side. But, I think, JR, was that, when was School of Choice started? Because wasn't there a time frame where that started? Of, you can choose what school your student or your kids wanted to go. But yeah, definitely that was one that I definitely remember. Actually, my class of 98, was the second class to ever be at East Middle School.
Really?
Yeah. Because Matt and Heather and all them, Stacy, they all were the first class to go attend that school.
They were 97.
They were a year before me.
Okay.
Hmm. I remember that when we switched. School of Choice was 2001. Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought. I knew it was in the 2000s. Yeah, because like I said, it was when they switched everybody. That was before you can have a choice of what school. So that was 10 years later or before they, came up with that rule to where you can, choose what school you wanted.
Family Fair in the Family Farm and Home Building.
Oh yeah, right there on Waverly. Man, I forgot about that.
That's
One.
what that is right there?
That used to be a family fair. I forgot about that. And the one where, what is that church right there on 40th Street?
On 40th?
It's
Central Wesleyan.
No, the one that you said was the sister church to that big church in Granville. Resurrect Church.
Resurrection Life Church.
Resurrection Life, or whatever that church is. That used to be a family fair too. But yep, I remember because we had 3 family fairs at one point. Now we're only down to 2. We would have had 4, but that one never got built. But yeah, I mean it. That's a good one. Family fair. Ninth.
Lost Boys.
Oh my goodness! I freaking forgot about that.
What is that?
It was a
Lost
car wash
Boys?
gas station.
Really?
It was on Lincoln. Okay, you remember? Okay, where that lady's restaurant, the one that was all over the news because she didn't want to close.
Oh, the bistro thing.
Yeah,
The bistro. Yeah.
the next building over. That's where Voss Boys was. Yeah, that looked like a car wash gas station. Heather actually used to work there. I remember that because Heather and Jamie actually used to live next door to that in those apartments. Yeah, they lived there, and I lived there for a little bit with them. But yeah, I remember all that. That's crazy. Holy crap!
East
Yep.
Middle opened in spring of '91. Holland Junior High School on 24th Street was renamed West Middle in the summer of '91 and began the West versus East rivalry in the '91-92 school year.
Yep, I remember that.
That's a good memory there, JR.
JR's our Holland guy. He's our Holland history, our school history. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows his shit when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah. Thanks for the info, JR. So, yeah, definitely, a lot of good things, a lot of memories. Like I said, there was, one thing I do remember that I wanted to say, the tot lot.
Tala?
Tot lot.
Tatla.
Tot lot.
Tatla.
It was a park,
Really?
playing area where people would go play when they were kids.
Tatla.
It's where the Rosa Parks Green Park is now.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it's called now. But they had I remember when they were first remodeling that to what it looks like now. Because we were still living in Holland when we were younger. Because they remodeled that back in the 90s. And because I remember riding my bike down there, and Lauren was a baby, or not a baby, but she was probably like 6 or 7. And I remember riding my bike around the new sidewalks they had just put, and I didn't see I don't know how I didn't see it. You know how they put the orange like things up to show that the thing is blocked off?
The orange cones?
No, not cones. It was like fence,
Oh,
like plastic orange fence.
okay.
You know, to say, hey, there's no sidewalk here. My dumb ass kept going, and I rode right into it, and Lauren flew off the bike. I forgot about that.
Where Rite Aid on 40th Street and Washington Avenue used to be a plaza with many stores, including a comic book store, musical instruments store, and butternut bakery bread store.
Wait, what? 40th and what?
40th Street in Washington.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I remember that, now that you said that. Yeah, because we used to go there and get donuts and stuff. Dang, I forgot about that. That's a good one. Good one, JR. I like that one. Yeah, it's where, where Rite Aid is now. Okay, you know where that part where the, across the street from that, where the vet is that we went, where Lauren gets the meds?
Oh, Kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Across from there's that building with the auto parts store.
Yeah.
There was a part to that had that, what he's talking about. Yeah. And then, of course, Rite Aid. Because Rite Aid used to be where that Goodies factory is, where they make the popcorn.
Oh, okay.
Next to that, where they put that new Goodwill.
Oh.
That's where Rite Aid used to be.
Okay, are you talking about the new Goodwill on our side of town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right next to that, on the other side, that used to be Rite Aid. Back in the day. Yep.
He said he thought that the butternut store was on Lakewood.
I think that's where they moved to after that building got torn down. Because I remember, maybe it wasn't the butternut one, or it could have been 2. We probably had 2. Because I remember going to that when we were younger and getting donuts and stuff like that. Like
I remember going
Twinkies
to
and stuff.
7-Eleven. I was eating Slurpees.
Oh yeah, I remember 7-Eleven for sure.
Asking them ladies on AOL and Messenger what's their age.
Holy crap! That definitely goes back. That was a good one, Jimmy. That is perfect. I like that one.
What's their ASL?
Age, sex, location.
Age, sex, location?
Yes. Holy shit! I forgot about that. Oh, that was a good one. That was perfect. That was. You know what? I'm proud of you on that one. Damn, that was good. Dang, that really goes way back. I remember that because I remember. Yep, on MSN Messenger. Yep.
And then later on, have you guys heard of POF, Plenty of Fish?
Thanks, babe, because that's where we met.
We met on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah, and that was the only time that any of it worked out.
Yeah, that's true. We were the only one good story from that.
Yeah, I know. Is that website even still up?
I think so.
Why? How do you know that?
No, I don't know.
Wait a minute. How would you even know that was still up? Unless you're looking at
I
it.
think your sister Lauren had checked it out.
She's looking. Just kidding. Yeah, Lauren said it was still up.
She mentioned
That was a good one. Holy shit. I haven't done that in pretty much since before we even met. That was crazy times.
no, and oh no, you know what was back then?
I don't remember houses over there.
Remember MySpace?
Oh yeah, MySpace.
That was
That
the
might-
stuff. back
Is that
then.
even still up? Let's see if you can look it up on your phone. Watch it be a virus now. You're gonna get hacked. Just kidding. Oh, JR. That's a good one. Now, I called about... Actually, hold on. Let me back up a second. Jacob, I honestly kind of remember that, but I don't... Are you talking about where they moved the road over and made Collin Park Drive go all the way through to where it is now? Because if you go on Google Maps, you can go back in time in some of the pictures, and you can see what it used to look like.
What's it called? MySpace?
Never mind. You're taking too long. I'm trying to catch up on comments.
I'm waiting for someone to.
No, you're not catching up on comments. The houses on Collin Park. I don't remember that. I kind of do, but it sounds familiar. Ice cream shop. Okay, the ice cream shop on the one they were talking about, that little yellow rundown building. I actually called the city about that building, and they unfortunately turn your thing down, babe. The city said they won't allow restaurants or anything in there again because they got rezoned. Because I was going to actually look into opening a restaurant in there at one point, and they won't allow it. I miss playing adding R&B music to my record. Yes.
Can you refresh this so it can be up to date?
No, all I got to do is this watch. Boop. Oh, I'm not even on that. Oh, that's the last one.
Oh,
R&B, yes. I remember that adding music to your voicemails. The one thing too, you remember your ringtones?
yeah.
Where you can buy ringtones or you'll get free ones. I had a lot of rock music on my ringtones. Tracy had a lot of My Little Pony ringtones.
Strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, you probably did. That's a good one. I like that one. Custard Corner. That's what it was called. Custard Corner. Why are you looking that way?
I was looking out the window. See.
It's... Oh, yeah. Because I didn't really... I never had a pager. Tito, like I said, I tried to buy that building at one point, but for one, they're not selling it. Two, the city won't allow restaurants in there again because the owner, I guess, rezoned it or something. Cantus, did I just say Cantus? Cantus. Yeah, and it's still a little foggy out.
It is.
It's a joke, babe.
Okay.
Because everybody was saying it was foggy again, even though we know what it was a smoke. Do I really have to like explain a joke?
No.
Wait, hold on. What is he saying? I can't.
Says Can2 Mexican store and restaurant on 16th Street.
That's
in
an.
Harrison and Cleveland Avenue. Store is no longer there, and the Boers
Hold
Bakery
on.
is
I'm
now
actually going to do that real
in
quick.
the spot of the restaurant. The Boers Bakery, right
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm about to do. So, anybody that hold on, let me find that location real quick. Okay. So, what you can do on Google Maps, if nobody's ever known this, you can actually select dates. Let me select this view. Hold on one second. So, if you go to Google Maps, you can. Okay, this is okay. That's Heinz.
there.
This is De Boer. Well, that's where you go to Collins Park. Now, if you select latest date, it'll come down and show like different time frames of what it used to look like. That look. Oh, right here. That's what I was looking. See, and that's where Cantu's restaurant used to be, which is kind of cool. I didn't know you can do this. So it only goes. Some locations go back further, but I think 2007 was the latest. So. Yeah, and then I remember that little that Mexican store that used to be right here. I've never been in it, but I remember that there. Yep, I remember all that. Look, see, there's the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
See, remember when? See, look. Oh, that was 2000. Let's go back to 2007. Remember when the road went all the way through? Now, Jacob, I think this is what you were talking about. If you go on 15th Street and you go back in time, boom. Remember when the road went all the way through? That's what it used to look like. Now, obviously now it looks like that. If you go back in time, or if you go to the, to what it looks like now. Isn't it weird? Because okay, you see that brick built? Oh, hold on, you can't see it. I have to go the other side. This brick building right here. That one? You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. That is obviously on the other side of that. This road went all the way through. Because this road used to go all the way across. Because you can drive that way. Let me show you. One more thing before we, we still got 13 minutes. You see how that road goes right here?
Whoa, John's worked at Heinz for 30 years now.
Nice. Congrats.
Good job. Congratulations.
Okay, so you see how that road goes? You see how it turns right there?
Yeah.
This is what it used to look like. Boom.
Oh, really?
That's what it used to look like.
Oh, now there's a railroad.
Yeah, because you used to be able to go straight right here and then turn. Like it was a sharp turn right there. Because that was where that one road ended.
Are those
Can I even go
railroads
that
for
far?
Amtrak?
Oh, you can't. It won't let us go that. No. That's for Heinz in the factories. Yeah, so it won't let me go that far. Oh, something must have been going. Oh, they got a shot of when Miranda Park thing was there.
Oh, I remember that. Remember.
Yep. Cleveland Avenue. Yep, I remember that. So yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't know you can do that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, definitely a pretty cool thing to look at. If you ever want to go back in time for a minute in Holland, you can do that. I gotta switch cameras. I didn't realize I was still on that. It was fun. Oh, here's another thing. Here's something I was going to talk about earlier and I forgot. Does anybody remember, and this is a big one, watching the 4th of July fireworks at the Holland Stadium? At the Holland Municipal Stadium. Yeah. I remember that because I remember seeing all the people with blankets out on the ground. The fire, I don't even remember where they were shooting it from. But that was another thing I do remember.
No, I remember in Kalamazoo, always watching it like on our side of town.
Yeah, because Kalamazoo had like different locations.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Holland's was always for years. I don't even remember how long they did it, but For years, they did it at the Holland Stadium. You know, where the whole college owns now. And that's where they had a Christina Aguilera concert one time. I think two of them. Remember the band Old Town?
Motown?
Old Town?
Old Town.
They were part of, I think, American Idol, or making the band. No, making the band.
Making a band.
They came to Holland too. Yeah, it was like Holland was so different back then. So, yeah, you can just, back in the day, just
Wasn't there a group called Matchbox?
Matchbox 20, yeah.
Sorry, okay.
I wish they would come to Holland. I think they got back together actually. I think they're going to be touring.
Good.
I remember working at here's something that this is the only time I've ever really physically actually walked off a job. There used to, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a paper mill company downtown, down like diagonal across the street from the radio station, which I think is in apartments now. They turned them into apartments. Me and my cousin Steve, sorry Steve if I'm using this, but it was funny. We both worked there. We both got a job through a temp service. And I remember going there. I mean, we lived right up the street, so we pretty much walked over there. Anyway, so me and Stevie are working. We're putting something into those little envelope things that you put CDs in with the little clear thing. Oh, it was CDs. Duh. Anyway,
CDs in it.
so we were putting those in the CDs. I mean, CDs into those. We both looked at each other like, man, this is freaking boring as hell. I don't even remember how much we were getting paid. Probably like $6 an hour. Because, mind you, this was back in the 90s. But it was boring as hell. So Stevie was like, dude, I'm going to go out for a smoke break. And we'll just leave. So we ended up doing that. We walked home. And then the temp service called us and said, did you guys just walk out? You can't come here anymore, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, that job was boring. I'm not going to go. And it didn't even pay enough. Oh, what did he say?
Oh, it says, I miss staying up after watching WWF and waiting for those girls on Wild Commercial.
Yeah, I remember those. Yes, I do. That was that was a good one. That I remember that. That was because then you were like, because they were always drunk or acting stupid, and I always thought that too. I'm like, who the hell recorded all this? Who was following these people? That was kind of, oh man, that's what I was thinking. But because back then they didn't have phones to record that, so who's following these people?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? That was creepy. What?
I'll tell you afterwards. Sorry.
Well, something about your boobs? Are you all right?
No.
Are your boobs fine?
But about Facebook, ever since I got hacked and I started my new account.
You're getting nudes?
I'm getting a lot of friend requests.
Oh. I think.
But I don't know these names, and I'm wondering if they know
Yeah, when
you.
TV would, huh?
I wonder if they know you and they're trying to request me.
I don't know, probably. We got comments, babe.
Back when TV was entertaining back then.
Yes, it was
Oh,
definitely.
MTV. Remember MTV?
Yes, back when MTV actually showed music videos. Yep, I
Yes.
remember that.
That's when it was cool, when they showed music videos.
Do you know what ruined? You know what I read online? What ruined MTV?
What? Who was it?
The Real World show.
The Real World?
That
Really?
brought in the whole reality bullshit. From the whole.
Oh, and VH1, yeah.
Yep,
I remember
VH1 still shows music. I mean, music, but late at night. Like they'll do like a 90s thing. Actually, I just found this. If you use Tubi, or not Tubi, Pluto. If you use Pluto, they actually have a station where it's just, or stations where it's just 70s, 80s, and 90s music videos.
Really?
Yeah. And 2000s, I think.
And Tubi. Oh, is that old grandma that was on late night showing sex toys still alive?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Probably not. She was probably in their 80s, 60s back then.
And she was showing sex toys.
Yeah, I remember that. What was her name? Let me look it up.
Um,
I'm going to look that up. Hold on a second.
Sex toys. I remember when TV blacked out after midnight, then static appeared on TV. That's what John said.
Her name was Susan Johansson.
I remember that.
She, well, maybe she is still alive. I don't know. Oh, she is still alive. Holy shit.
Is there a picture of her?
She's 93 years old right now.
Is she still doing the same thing?
Yeah, because she's a Canadian sex educator. That was a Canadian thing. What did he say? I remember what?
I remember that.
No, what did John say?
I remember when TV blacked out after midnight, then static appeared on TV.
Oh, that's how old I am too.
I would love okay.
Hold on. Let me back up real quick. What John said. I remember I had a little black and white TV in my room, and I would fall asleep to Jay Leno, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night with that damn national anthem thing, because the channel went out for the night thing.
Yeah, and then I would love a threesome with her and Cleopatra.
Oh, the sex education lady?
And Cleopatra.
That's a good one.
No, Cleopatra was pretty.
Yeah, she was. Oh, I don't know. What did she really look like?
No, in the
like in a movie, or are you talking about like in real life?
Cleopatra as in the Greek mythology.
No. Oh, yeah, I know who she is. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. That was funny. That was a good one.
Yes.
Yes, that's the national anthem. Now, we'll talk about a few more things, and then we'll get off here in a minute. Oh, yeah, Miss Cleo.
Miss Cleo.
Oh, shit, I forgot about her, too. Remember Dionne Warwick when she would do her Psychic Friends Network?
Oh, yes. And then Miss Cleo.
Yep, Miss Cleo. Yep, I remember her. The Psychic Friends Network, I so wanted to call her so bad. But I ended up calling one in the 2000s. In the 2000s, like we're not still there. In the early 2000s, like we're in the 3000s now. But anyway, and I was on my mom's phone in Kentucky. Back and this is still before cell phone. Yeah, and I remember I don't even think I was on the phone that long. But I don't remember. I do remember arguing with them.
I remember calling a psychic, and she said I would be 30, getting married to a police officer.
Babe by Emma Cup. This whole time is a bit. What did J.R. say?
No, I remember TV on Saturday morning.
Oh wait, back up because Jimmy said something after that. Oh wait, go back one more because I didn't even see that one.
Who remembers the program Shock Theater on late night Saturday?
Shock Theater.
Saturday night.
No, I don't remember that one.
1-800-GO-SEX on public payphones.
I remember 1-800. What was that damn commercial?
1-800.
The fucking money one. J.J. Wentworth. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. I remember TV on Saturday mornings used to be all static until 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. by showing the news, national, not local.
Yep.
Before 7, the national anthem, and 7 at noon was cartoons, and the afternoon was sports.
Yep.
I remember Saturday mornings always being cartoon Saturday mornings.
Mm-hmm. Showed a lot of Godzilla movies. Where was that at? Where was that at? When? I don't even remember that. I mean, it sounds kind of familiar, but yeah, I don't remember that one. That's another good one. I don't.
Miss Cleo, call me now.
I thought I had a booger in my nose. Do I have a booger in my nose?
No, I thought you did, but I was wrong.
Anyway. I don't know why I'm doing it like
Channel
that.
41.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I honestly don't remember that one.
And then JR saying, Miss Cleo, call me now. And John's like, ABC.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. I mean, I remember watching Mr. Wizard's World.
Oh, okay. And Mr.
Nickelodeon. Or I think, yeah, Nickelodeon.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah. Mr. Rogers. Of course I remember Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. Oh, there's something in our water.
What's wrong with me? Rister Rogers, I said.
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, that was crazy. Anyway, what was that? What did JR just say?
We didn't.
Babe, comments.
When Nickelodeon was the best show for kids, then Nick at Night in the evenings. I remember that.
This is going to make everybody feel old right now, as soon as I say this. I remember when the Nick at Night was Dick Van Dyke, I Love Lucy, and then some other one, I don't remember. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore. Anyways, now it's Friends. What is the other one with the dude from
Okay.
Mike and Molly?
Yeah,
No, not Mike.
and Molly.
Is it Mike and Molly on
Yes, Mike and Molly.
Oh, well, maybe it is. And then, but the other one,
Will and Grace.
no, the cop from New York. Oh, maybe that.
Mr. Ed. Oh, I remember Mr.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Ed was on there too. Yeah, I remember
How
that.
about a horse? Mr. Ed the horse.
That's who he's talking about.
Oh, okay. That's what he's talking
I
about.
can't think of that other show.
I'm not sure.
The one,
Police officer.
something. Oh, Kings of something.
King of Queens.
Kings of Queens. Yeah, that one's on. I think it's on Nick at Night too. See, and these are all the shows that we grew up watching, and now they're on Nick at Night.
And Fraggle.
Fraggle Rock. Yes.
Remember Fraggle?
Matt actually was just singing the song. Babe, do you remember the song? Come on, sing it.
What, Fraggle Rock?
Mm-hmm. Do it.
No, I don't remember the song.
Liar. You just don't want to sing.
No. I like to sing. But I don't-
All right. Mr. Ed. Yes, I remember that. The good old Mr. Ed. But it is 10 o'clock and it's time for the hour, or the end of the hour. So I would like to thank you all. Oh, wait, one more.
Oh, sure.
One more little
Nickelodeon,
comment.
Watching Looney Tunes, Double Dare, Wild, and Crazy Kids. You can't do that on television with the slime. Slime. Oh, yeah.
That just brought back memories.
Slime.
That just,
Nickelodeon, slime.
what really brought back memories is Double Dare.
Double Dare.
Oh my goodness, that was a good one.
Now,
I always
now
wanted to
it's
go on that show.
Ninja Warriors.
What's that? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Good night,
Oh,
John.
good night, everyone. Good night, John.
Yes, that was a good show, Double Dare. I always wanted to be on there. I wanted to do the physical challenges. Do you remember the physical challenges? Double Dare. You either had to answer the question or do the physical challenge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mark Summers was the host. But anyways, well, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We appreciate you all joining. Appreciate the comments, having fun, just talking about whatever, because it's Whatever Wednesday. So I want everybody to have a good night. Sleep tight. And don't let those bed bugs bite. You got bed bugs? Ew. Just kidding. But anyway, everybody have a good night. Okay, watch when I tap my camera shakes. Anyway,
Much love.
hold on. You're not on camera yet.
Peace out. Much love. And be safe.
Be safe out there. If you're going to work third shift, be safe
Yep, be safe.
and get some sleep tomorrow because you've been working third shift. All right. Well, everybody have a good night. Peace out. We'll talk to you on Friday. Have a good night. Peace out. Have a good night. Peace out. Just kidding. All right. Good night.